My name is Paolo, Dr. Paolo Palmieri, and I'm based in Cork, in Ireland, at University College Cork. My group is mostly a cybersecurity group, specializing in cryptography, and we have a couple of roles in the project. The main one is looking at de-anonymization attacks or re-identification attacks that are aimed at assessing the risk of potential de-anonymization of a health data set that has been anonymized. So as we know, anonymization is a way to protect the identity of people in a data set, protect the identity of patients when their data is being treated. But we also know that sometimes anonymization is not perfect, and that can be reverted, which is a technique we called re-identification or de-anonymization. By looking at how this can be done, we can provide countermeasures to prevent it from being possible. The other aspect we're looking at is secure multiparty computation and homomorphic encryption. Those techniques are aimed at achieving privacy through a different method, which is not releasing the data at all. When you apply anonymization, the purpose is to release the data but remove sensitive information from the data that can lead to the identification of the patients that are contained in the dataset. On the other hand, homomorphic encryption encrypts the information so that the information is not visible at all to the party. Now, to the party that, for example, is receiving that data. One may ask then, if it's not visible at all to them, why would they want this data in the first place? Well, the interesting thing about homomorphic encryption is that while it is not visible directly, you can still learn some information from it. So, for example, you could compute a simple function, such as a minimum or a maximum, which tells you, for example, what is the maximum value, which could be a value related to a physiological sign, without actually accessing the data. So you can calculate the highest value within the data without actually reading the data itself. It's a very interesting technique, quite challenging technically, but very powerful. I think what the main contribution of the Secure project is to show that these techniques, they're realistic, they're usable, and they can make a difference. We know that we are collecting increasing amounts of data. We know that with digital health, smart hospitals, and even smart devices that we wear every day, such as smart watches, more and more data is being collected about us. And that data, more and more often, is sensitive, so it can reveal a lot about us. By using privacy techniques, we can retain the privacy while maintaining all the advantages of these new technologies. But these techniques, these privacy techniques, have a cost, and they're complex. Secured contribution is to show that while they may be complex, they're feasible, they're realistic, and they can be applied on one hand, and on the other hand, they're successful in protecting the data.